all-star game so we could have that like they do in the NBA. All right. And then Jurgen Klopp, the coach of Liverpool, said this guy doesn't know that in the NBA they have 4 months to rest. There's enough time and all that. But in England, we barely have time to rest at the end of the season. And then you want to add even more activities to it. But Todd Boehly said, hey, you have the NBA All-Star game take place during the course of the regular season. So you can also do that in England too. Maybe pick just one weekend, have an All-Star weekend where the creme de la creme of star players play against each other in England. So he's an American. He's seen how he's worked in that territory. He wants it to happen in England, even though some big boys in that territory in England, that is, may not be keen to buy into it. So if basketball now was to copy anything, from the big leagues in Europe, whether it's the Spanish La Liga, it's the Premier League, or even the UEFA Champions League, what would you love them to copy? Even as I put this to you, that in the NBA and in sports in America, mostly in the USA, that is, there's nothing like relegation. So I'm wondering if you think that that's something they could copy from their counterparts in Europe, having relegation. But anything you think that could be copied, the same way Todd Boehly believes that the guys in the Premier League should copy the All-Star game from the NBA and bring it to England. What do you think the NBA or basketball generally should copy from football? I'd love to get your thoughts on that. All right, go back to WhatsApp, tell us what's up, and the phone line to be buzzing as we progress. We're streaming live on Facebook as always. Just check out, if you're on Facebook, there's no need to say facebook.com now, right? Because if you're already on that platform, just search for Nigeria Info 99.3. That's Nigeria Info 99.3. Beyond listening to our audio, you can also watch our video live. Yeah. On that platform.
See us in living color.
I believe you for this live, my brother. The freshness of Daniel Chukwuma. You can see it live and direct without me just whining you.
It's
as the case is. Okay. So we'll get to your thoughts as we progress. It's going to be nice to find out what you think the NBA or basketball can copy from football.
But they can't copy the relegation thing because there's no second division.
Yeah.
Except you want them to go back. Except you want them to go to D-League.
The format, as extensively I've had cause to read about this whole format of no relegation in American sports generally, and it's been explained that their format is entirely different from ours. And even when they have lower divisions in quotes or smaller franchises or teams, these teams are mostly owned by those who own the big teams already. So Daniel has LA Lakers, for example. Daniel could still be the same man that has a smaller team called maybe Laker Boys, who also play basketball. So there's no need for you to say that you need Laker Boys to gain promotion to the NBA to when it's still Daniel that has them. And he still has the LA Lakers that are already there. So the format is a bit unique. But again, relegation is sweet because it gives us a bit of excitement, doesn't it? For those of us who follow football in Europe. But for the guys in the USA, they're saying, hey, when you finish bottom of the NBA, you have the privilege of having the first pick during the draft as a way to balance the shit. So you finish bottom, right, because you were very bad. True. So when time for the draft comes through, they give you the privilege of picking the best to add to your squad just to balance the equation to help you get better. So their own is a bit complex, man. And they also do all these best of 7 games things. So are you one of those that thinks perhaps the NBA and basketball should copy, especially the NBA now, copy playing just one final, UEFA Champions League final, now just one match, bam. But when it comes to NBA finals, it's best of 7.
Yeah, best of 7.
Maybe they should copy that from football to just do one game. Nah, you win it, and you move on.
Don't you want to make TV rights money?
I know, right?
Jersey money, shoe money.
If that's the case, then football should also do best of 7 too now. Okay. All right, let's touch on some stories now. First off, the FIBA Women's World Cup that comes alive in just a matter of days. Myself and Dan have been speaking about how we want to watch every game in that tournament. 22nd of October is when it kicks off. Today is October 19th, so that's in just about 3 days' time. It's going to be September 22nd, sorry, did I say October 19th? September 19 is where we are now. But September 22 is when it kicks off, and it's going to last until the 1st of October. No Nigeria in the mix, but Mali have arrived. Malians! Oh shit, now Mali, I see you right. Mali have arrived the destination for the games, Australia, and they're going to be in the mix as the only African team competing in this basketball mundial. They happen to find themselves in Group B. It's Mali in the same group with Canada, Australia, Japan, Serbia, and France. Is there any chance, Dan, that they could qualify out of that group? Speak as an African. Support your African people, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I laugh in Espanol. I mean, if you look at that group alone,
yeah,
it's basketballs, top to bottom. So I don't like. I as much as I believe they're going to give a fight. They're going to fight, but let's be realistic. You are going against Japan first match. I can bet you that the scoreline might end in maybe 50 points.
We'll respect this one now.
I'm being real with you because it takes a great deal to build a team. They now send that team to competitions. These countries that are going, Japan, Australia, France, South Korea, those guys have built a legacy of picking players because they have leagues, right? They have players playing around the world and their home-based leagues are strong. So by the time they pick those players together, I mean, the Team USA team, they just completed their Team USA team that's at last week. So now you need to see the array of players that are going to come.
Yeah.
That's tell you how serious they are. Mali, before they left camp, they already having issues with salary, no salary. The men said they are not playing if they are not getting paid. I mean, the French-speaking countries, they don't play. They are serious people, right? So for them, it's
to pay them before.
Yeah. So for them, it's going to be an eye opener, and it's in the long run, it's going to actually determine whether or not they are really ready to play basketball internationally. You know, when they don't knock you where you go back out, go rethink. But all the same, I wish them all the best. But that group, nah, hell no.
All right, Mali arrived just about 5 days ago. 5-6 days ago is when they arrived Sydney, Australia, for the tournament. And hey, they have not been the best in Africa. The best team in Africa for the last 6 years has been the team that we support.
Fourth quarter, Nigeria smelled blood in the water at the top of the fourth as Traore and Ogoke. That will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Your African champions 2021 are none other than the Tigers from Nigeria with their three-peat.
Yeah, they did that 3 times in a row, and that's why the commentator said three-peat. Well, that three-peat, Chuma, no go stutter for it in the talk. But that's it. We've been the best on the African continent for the last 5-6 years, our women, that is. And unfortunately, we are not there to fly the figurative flag of Africa. We know there's no physical flag for the continent, of course, not because we didn't qualify, but because of our in-house politics in Nigeria. That's what pushed us aside, and Mali taking Nigeria's slot. So I feel that even Africa, if genuinely, the guys who run basketball on our continent want to look at this thing realistically, they're going to feel bad that they're not being represented by their best legs, because they know that realistically Nigeria happens to be the best leg for the continent. And in life, you always want your best to be the one to represent you. If there's a mathematics competition now and it's for all of the families in Victoria Land done, and you have to send someone, and in your head you think that your younger brother Olisa Chukuma is the best in that thing, and eventually he has an injury and he cannot go, you will not be happy that your very best guy from the family cannot go. So Africa should be unhappy that Nigeria will not be there to represent the continent.
No, Africa should be happy at least one person is representing us.
Person where?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, yeah, but I've always said it. When you do not make hay when the sun shines, you know what happens. Another country will take your place. Okay, simple. So next year it might not be Nigeria again, or sorry, it might not be Mali. Maybe it will be Benin Republic or Togo or Ghana. It sounds funny, but I mean, Mali is going to the World Cup. Like,
yeah, they are.
Who thought about that?
Yeah. In life, sometimes you want some people to fail so you can take their slots. At least that's what I'm praying for. That's what they've gotten. By the way, the last time Nigeria competed in the FIBA Women's World Cup was in 2018. And guess what? We got to the quarterfinal stage of that competition. We finished second in our group. The groupings then was different. Then we had 4 teams per group. This time around, it's a different ball game, the way the segmentation is playing out in 2022. And we finished behind Australia in our group in 2018. We got into the second round. We won our second round game against Greece, and then we lost to the USA in the quarterfinals. So we did quite well, and we're expecting to build on that.
Yeah, exactly.
In 2022, 4 years after, because since 2018 we've gone on to be African champions 2 more times. So it looks like we're all set. Everything was set.
The momentum was there.
On to shine at the world stage, and it's a shame that we're not going to be there. It's still the vex me till now as I speak to you.
Somebody just woke up one day and just press spoil.
Okay. Chuma, move on, please, before you get angry on the show this evening. All right, this is Fatg Courtside. It's live on Nigeria Info. Myself and Dan will have to touch on the latest from the NBA shortly. But, Dan, is the best time to say congratulations to the newest champions of Europe. Yeah, your guy is Spain. Now they can pop champagne. They emerged as Eurobasket champions.
I better not talk him.
I don't know if you remember. Talk him now for radio.
I told you. I said it. That it's going to be Spain. They came with so much fury to that game, and all their games they always turned up, and it does it highlights how much those guys love basketball. And again, USA have to go back home, as in after playing so many games and looking at this Euro League, USA have to go back and they're not in the Euro League. I'm saying in terms of
you're like watching the quality of Spain.
Yeah, looking at the quality of Spain.
When we meet these guys at the world stage, we have to buckle up too, because these guys in Europe are not joking.
Exactly.
I get what you mean, really. So Spain actually popping champagne after beating France again, kind of. They won that by 88 to 76 points to emerge as champions of Europe one more time. It really has been a consistent bunch, this Spanish setup. It's the fourth time they are emerging as European champions.
Experience.
In the past 6 tries. So in the last 6 times, the last 6 European championships, they've won it 4 times.
4 times, yes. You can't compare the Spanish league to the French league. The French league is good, but in Spain, even Spanish teams give the likes of Lithuania, Slovenia, and Serbia so much headache. So you can imagine them, so it's always going to be that Spain, Argentina matchup.
At the world stage.
At the world stage.
Man. Let's get to your thoughts now. Feel free to keep them coming through on WhatsApp. Still to come on the broadcast tonight. And courtside, we have some of the latest stories from the NBA for you.
Yes, and WNBA.
Yes, boss. And we also do have more of your comments on social media. Twitter is at Nigeria Info FM. WhatsApp is there for you to tell me what's up. Dan is keen to read out your comments too. And also Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. What do you think the NBA or basketball can copy from football if Todd Boehly wants football in England to copy the All-Star game from the NBA? Welcome. Hi, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Chuma.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
This Friday from Igbolere.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Hey, Chuma, can we just do without mentioning this man? Anytime you mention man, he go to the work. I always feel man.
Alliance.
I'm telling you, if I'm feeling so pain, I wonder what the players will be going through now.
I understand, yeah.
It's so painful, Chuma. But for me, what I think the NBA should do, they should try to make it more popular in Africa here. If you to buy some jersey, you can give it to Nigeria studio. Just the way, the Premiership is not the best, but because it's the most followed, because they make it more popular.
Yeah.
That's why we follow it. They can just buy a dozen of jersey, give it to some radio stations, some TV station. People start winning it. When we see all those cards. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Friday, I need to let you go now, so we're going for a commercial break.
Yeah,
When we return, we
thank
get
you.
more thoughts like that from Friday. This is Nigeria Info, and the magic continues right after this quick break. Stay with us.
Top stories and more.
99.3, let's talk.
In 21st century, social media is a thing. Then, social media content creation is the in thing. If there's any word like that. If you look around you, there's somebody into content creation, social media content creation, or there's somebody about to get into or go into social media content creation. If that's you, this is good news, because Sports Salon, in collaboration with Nigeria Info FM, that's us, is presenting a digital media creation course in sports. In this course, you will learn how to capture the attention of your audience and persuade them through storytelling. You'll also learn the latest multimedia and online content creation techniques. And there's more. You think I was done? Of course not. This digital media creation course in sports will teach you about recent trends in broadcast and multimedia journalism. When you come, you will learn the techniques for capturing basic audio using Zoom recorders and popular audio editing software for radio or podcasting. And you would now even learn new ways to capture video on mobile tech. Hey! If I hear say I did not come for this thing. You will now learn how to capture video on mobile technology, edit footage, and publish to social media. This course will teach you the basics of photography. Plus, you even become more proficient with social media, everything from strategy to tools, analytics, and best practices. Should I not bust your brain? No, do you feel like should I bust your brain? You cannot believe that this thing they are supposed to pay 800 million for is free. Hi! Free. Registration is very, very free. But the spots are limited though. Spots are limited. But if you want to register, you can send a registration request email to sportsalonng@gmail.com. sportsalonng@gmail.com, or you can check the Nigeria Info and FATG Twitter handles for info and registration link. Thank you.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back. Get 70% off. Say what? 70%?
Everyone loves massive discount because it either helps them save money or get more from their budget. But sadly, every day isn't Christmas. Unless like me, you've got to have the higher thermocool Gen Power Inverter Air Conditioner that helps me save 70% on my electricity consumption. I even enjoy multiple ACs when I'm on Gen. That's less bills and more comfort every single day. So, what will you do with your 70% saving?
Get the higher thermocool Gen Power Inverter Air Conditioner. That's a whopping 70% electricity saver. That's less bills, more comfort. Higher thermocool, always there for you.
Hello, kiddies!
Yes, Mr. Captain.
The break is over and it's time to get back to school. That's right. This time, going back to school will be even more fun. With Capri-Sun, you get free pencils, erasers, sharpeners, and more in our free EduKit in every carton of Capri-Sun.
Get the exciting free Capri-Sun EduKit when you buy a carton of Capri-Sun. T's and C's apply. Capri-Sun, the taste of fun.
Guy, what's going on?
You know my dilemma with my phone now.
You call that one phone. So why are you so happy?
I got tired of hiding the phone. So I went to the Samsung store to see what I can afford. Samsung has a plan called Flex Pay that allows you to pay as low as 3,000 naira for any Samsung device of your choice and complete payment over a period of 3 to 12 months. I sharply picked a 6-month payment plan and I got a Galaxy A23.
This is a machine. You have been dulling yourself, Find Samsung Flex Pay and own your device right away without breaking your pocket. Terms and conditions apply. Hurry now while stock lasts.
Health, they say, is wealth. But when securing good health costs you an arm and a leg, naturally, you hear people scream.
Yepa!
Or when you are at the hospital and they insist on a hefty deposit before treatment.
Yepa!
Or after receiving the full hospital bill and you realize that it may cost you not just an arm and a leg, but also your birthright.
Yepa!
But when Avon HMO has your back, you won't have to scream, Yepa, because in the end, we all need people. Visit avonhealthcare.com now to get an Avon Health plan for you and your people.
Avon HMO, empowering you to live a healthier, fuller life.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your #1 station for talk. Let's talk.
Hi, my name is Adora Lanu, captain of the Nigerian national team, and you're listening to Courtside on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Yeah, the stage has been set for us to keep enjoying ourselves on Courtside on Nigeria Info. Briefly, in just about 10 minutes time or so, we're going to switch to football with Game On and every other sport to come into perspective too. But for now, we're still focused on basketball and what this ever-expanding sport globally has to offer us. Now, in Africa right now, there's nothing really big happening, not even in Nigeria. The league has not been on for a while now. But we're hoping that we can get things sorted out in-house in basketball in Nigeria. Still, we have so much to talk about. Friday, just before we went in for that commercial break, I was speaking about the NBA trying to expand their horizon around the world, the same way that the Premier League has become a global brand. They want the NBA to sell their brand even more. Well, that's why they're moving in. So we now have NBA Africa. And NBA Africa now has an office in Lagos. That happened last year, right, Dan?
Last year.
Yeah, that happened last year. So they're putting in deliberate efforts to ensure that there's more talk around the NBA around different parts of the world than ever before. And I'm sure they're going to get there if they continue the way they're going. And of course, these offices are opening platforms for collaborations and also opportunities for talents in each of these countries to be spotted too and potentially taken to the NBA, to the US to try and break into the NBA. Something Daniel can relate to because his team also put something together some weeks back, right?
Yeah, that was last month. Mm-hmm. You know, we had the AIU Prep Academy and Cougar Sports showcase combined, and it was an amazing event. And we were able to get like two players to Selegen, Samson Abba. We currently have two other players also getting full scholarships to prep schools. And I believe, like I always tell my players, if you have to come correct or you don't come at all. There's so much opportunities. About how many states in the US. All you just need to do is just get your game right, get your highlight videos, get your profile, and we'll see what we can do. there's so much. There's so much to give, but there's so many opportunities. It's just to be yourself and come correct.
All right, so that's me just trying to make you understand the fact that there are deliberate efforts to ensure that more talents in this part of the world are given a chance to blossom, not just in the USA, but also at the highest level, which is the NBA itself. We're going to go back to the phone lines because I'm not done getting your thoughts, I beg your pardon. There's also WhatsApp, so I can see comments already coming in there. We've been asking you for the last set of minutes if there's anything you think basketball can copy. Basketball generally, or the NBA can copy from football to make them even more popular and successful. Now, again, this came through courtesy of the words of Todd Boehly, the man who owns Chelsea these days, who said, hey, how about you guys in the Premier League having an all-star game? We've been doing it in the USA and it makes sense in the NBA. So bring it to football too in the Premier League and you guys will make money from it. The fans will love it as well too. And Jurgen Klopp is like, guy, do you think we have time for too much of these things? Calm down already and allow us focus on the football we're playing because we have too many games to play already and all that. So I'm like, okay, we're to swap places now and say, okay, the NBA or basketball copy something from football, whether it's the Premier League or the Spanish La Liga or the UEFA Champions League. What do you think they can copy to make basketball and the NBA more popular for people like you who are listening to the show right now to want to follow the sport even more? Over now to, let's do 2 or 3 more calls. So 0700 993 993 993. That's 0700 993 993 993. And for our female callers, 01465 7190 is available for you. And we have the WhatsApp portal. We're also live on Facebook where we're streaming beyond the audio. There's also the video on that. Just search for Nigeria Info 99.3. Now we can touch on some WhatsApp messages before we share with you the latest as teams prepare for the new NBA season.
Yeah, so we have Chisom from Ebutameta. Good evening, Shuma and the guys. As for me, they shouldn't copy anything from Spain, England, Italy or Germany because it will not work. Just look at what Chelsea owner is suggesting in England, which I'm sure that it will not work also.
You know, we always run away from ideas. But many times these ideas come to fruition and we're like, oh, thank God somebody thought about it. Sometimes maybe. So let's just try this, Dan. Good evening. Oh, Daniel's people from somewhere just haunting the phone lines. But yeah, I was saying so, Dan. That years back when I was still growing up in Calabar, Donald Duke came in then and said, hey, all bikers have to put on helmets and put on some blue vest. And I was like, we don't have money. Or we get helmets from. This is this. Then I came and banned bikes later. Bro, I trekked from University of Calabar to my house. We know been get cars.
I was in Cross River during that period.
Oh, you know what's up?
It was not
years
funny.
after, the guys in Calabar got to appreciate it later. Yeah, you know, sometimes when these changes come, it's a problem.
Yeah, the way it was, it was very instrumental. The way they phased out
that time, chat.
Yeah, but the way they phased out the bikes and brought the cars, it was those Suzuki cars and Chevrolet cars. I think from Marian to First Bank.
You never give me these Calabar G's too. You give me these Calabar G's. Let's just pick a few more calls now.
Hello, good evening.
So what's happening to the phone lines? Apparently the rain has.
Hello, good evening.
I need to master the arts on that very one. So 0700 993 993 993. And I can see another comment on WhatsApp. The first guy spoke about the fact that it's not working. Dan, touch on the other one on WhatsApp for me. Yeah, we can go to that one right now, can't we? Femi from Ikorodu.
Okay,
he's asking for an email for stuff. Okay, the content creation program, the hype you just had. Keep listening to us. I'm going to share with you that email through which you can connect. Yeah. Good evening. How are you doing? You're live on Courtside. Welcome.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Joseph. I'm calling from the Direct.
Joe, welcome.
Welcome.
Okay, I'm a first time caller.
Cool stuff. I see you, man. I see you, but not in the ICU, man. Welcome.
Okay. I think you don't have an academy, right? So it will be good for basketball teams to have an academy.
They do.
Oh, so all of them do.
Yeah, they have a system through which they can also invest and harvest talent. The same way that the guys in England do in the Premier League.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, man. That's you thinking wide, and I love that fact. I appreciate you. Okay, he's trying to just think about things that have been working for the guys in football that he feels can work for the guys in basketball as well too. Let's touch on some of those NBA stories. Time is running away from me on Courtside tonight. Free agent guard Dennis Schroeder He's finalizing a one-year deal to return to the LA Lakers, and that deal we hear should be worth about $2.64 million.
Amen to that.
This call is going to be worth something, I guess. Hi.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
My name is Sede from Ogun State.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think that should make it a so that people will be betting on it. Like the better betting on it, yes. It makes it like that it will work very well.
Oh, but already.
Yeah, because people can bet on basketball, but maybe it's still not popular enough. But you think that if betting on basketball becomes popular, the sport will become popular too? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. That's what I'm.
Makes sense. All right, man. Thank you. People are having to think out.
Hello, good evening.
Oh, more. This is like.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
How are you doing today?
We're good. We're good.
How about you?
This is Abde from Ilokoju.
You're welcome.
To be sincere with you, in all sincerity, if I will not lie, to be honest with you, I will tell you the truth.
I'll say you go talk sense after all these things, so.
But boy, sorrow.
See, I think one thing for Jurgen Klopp case, I think that guy is not really a good coach to me.
This is not a football Jurgen Klopp thing, sure you know.
Well, concerning what you said, I think the only thing they needed to add for them to be more successful is the Holy Spirit.
I knew what you were going to. You were sounding like those guys on social media who say so much and eventually say nothing. So I knew you were always playing around the place. Hey, don't be. Calm down. Okay. By the way, Austin King. Yeah, you got a prize last Monday. Sorry, Austin King. But eventually, apparently, I don't think you listened to. I'm not sure I shared that WhatsApp number with you, so you could send the details. I have the final 4 digits of your phone number, Austin King.
Yeah.
You won airtime from Daniel when you called out some of those teams, basketball teams in Nigeria.
Yep.
So, Austin King, Gabek, send us your details to the Nigerian full WhatsApp number, like right now, between now and when I leave the studio by 9 p.m.
Please.
Okay? So I can get the details to Dan to send you your airtime.
Technical guys are waiting to collect it. They are looking at us now.
Number is 0809 597 5805. That's 0809 597 5805. So Austin King, I beg, do the right stuff and you will be credited with your airtime. Dan, things they happen everywhere, my brother. Things they happen, including PayPal, who are saying they're Jesse Patch, PayPal. They're actually a Jesse Patch partner for the Phoenix Suns. And on Friday, they now said, while renewing the sponsorship with the Phoenix Suns, they will not renew it if majority owner Robert Sava continues in his role following his 1-year suspension for racist remarks.
People that are
so
serious.
They're saying that if this guy remains in his role as majority owner of the Phoenix Suns,
they will not do it again.
They're not going to extend their contract as official Jesse partner for the Suns. By the way, this man was suspended. He was suspended for a year and also fined as much as $10 million when the NBA investigated his actions and activities with his staff. Yeah. And everybody.
I don't think that to me that's not enough. I mean, it's
he was
wrong.
Racist and spoke partly to his women, his employees, that's
female
right,
staff.
Right, female staff. That's the right stuff. Thank you. Just trying to get the right word for it and all that. So he now got that 1-year suspension and also was fined. Phoenix Suns are saying if he continues as majority owner, we're not partnering with you guys again. Now, wow.
PayPal.
Yeah.
Also in the news, we're looking at Steph Curry making about $1 billion on the new Under Armour deal.
All this now.
And
then why are you calling money? I don't even have the Naira version of that money.
Yeah, so when we used to have complained about flights in Lagos and delay. Ex-NBA president was stranded at the airport.
Not in Nigeria, B.
Not in Nigeria.
At least it happen everywhere, too, not be only us. Happens everywhere in the world, not be only us last.
Yeah.
Everybody go chop breakfast.
And WhatsApp are currently having some big talks with the NBA. I'm waiting to see how that comes out. Many of these brands are now coming in and saying, let's try and do this and let's try and do that. And people are getting jobs, people are getting paid. And that's how you create that ecosystem of,
it
empowerment.
becomes a financially beneficial platform for so many people. And that's what we pray for, because if we can succeed in our leagues in Nigeria, whether it's a football league or it's a basketball league or any league, that's something that Chidi Ebere tells me every time, and it's the truth. So if we have a working Nigerian football league, for example, that is on television, same thing with the basketball league, there's going to be opportunities then for commentators to be employed.
Yeah.
You know, that's become an ecosystem in
Yeah,
Nigeria.
good girl, that.
So job good day. You understand? There's going to be extra chopping. You know, that's me just joking.
Yeah.
But realistically, there are going to be platforms. You know, they'll have to get in people who would help out as stewards.
So
people will be paid.
Yeah, it's like this.
So it's an ecosystem that works if one thing works.
If the right people do the right things, but before you do the right things, you have to think the right way. You have to understand.
Like our music industry now, where
music,
you know when the music stars blossom, right?
Yeah.
People like TJ Omori, who's a director, knows he's gonna blossom too, because when Dan drops the hit, he knows Dan will have to shoot the video.
Yeah.
And Dan is gonna look towards his direction for the video.
Mm-hmm.
A music producer knows that if Dan is gonna drop hits, he will have to drop beats for Dan.
Mm-hmm.
So
True.
it becomes an ecosystem that works all around like that. And if we can get it right in sports,
video vixens will have jobs, dancers will have jobs.
You know, so it's a system that we're not just working with in Nigeria, but it's working for the guys in the NBA and also the guys in the Premier League too.
Yeah,
it's good. Thank you, guys. We need to leave here right now. Thanks for joining us on Courtside. Chidi always had to look for trouble, but Dan, thanks for being here.
Always a pleasure, brother. Always a pleasure. Chidi, what news you have from the gods?
Well, Chuma, you know, Dan is a good friend of the house, and I wouldn't want to do anything with Dan or with Dan.
What do?
He's a great guy. I saw a vision for Dan before coming on this show, and Dan, if you know what I saw for you, you'll be jumping. You will climb on top of this studio, but don't let the CEO see you though. You can. It's a beautiful future, Dan. Dan is going to be Dan is a future. All right. He's a future coach for the Nigerian basketball team.
Amazing.
The women's team, actually. Because Dan always has something with women. I had to be very.
They send you confusing. Who sent you? Tell you don't see me.
Which one don't you want?
Thank you.
I don't want.
Because that's your track. That's your track.
I still want to work on the show like a regular person.
No, but Dan, that's where I see you. That's where I see you there in the next 5 years.
You know,
and it's going to be a boom for you.
I think Dan would prefer the administrative role. I think I don't know.
Dan is a coach. Dan is a basketball coach.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but I am.
But you want to give
I focus more on administrative and operations of basketball.
Please, the man who's seen the future says.
I know you're going to work with the Tigress. That's what I know.
You know when Joseph see vision, be like exactly as he sound.
My name is Chuma Nali. We're going to be back with Game On here on Nigeria. But shout out to our man as we call each other. We hope to have him back on Courtside next week.
As he's suspended from
shout out to Maka too. I know that people who keep asking about Maka. Talking about things that people are doing. Maka is now, of course, at the moment doing stuff with NBA Africa, the Nigeria office. So now these things where Chidi they see. You understand what we're talking about. Stay with us, guys. Sorry, there's more to come. These guys have been giving me stuff to understand. Game On is up next on Nigeria Info. Stay with us.